Today, working on a quick little simple mod I'm doing on my 2014 Ram involving the grill. Basically, this whole piece here comes off. There's bolts all the way around. You just remove all those, remove this piece. This is just the part that bolts on here to the grill, and then these here along the edge bolt onto your rad support in the vehicle. Then you got these little clips here to hold into the front supports on the truck as well for a little more stability for the grill. There's also, well, as you can tell from mine, I have some different clips. Unfortunately, when I pulled it off, like 3 of them snapped, but I had a replacement one for there and here, so I had those, but they're just white, but oh well. This one is the only factory one that stayed intact, oddly enough, so I have that one. And then this is just a riveted clip. I'm hoping will grip a little bit, but if not, it's not the end of the world, because I have that one, and that one, and then the rest being held in by bolts. First and foremost, I coated my Ram badge just in stuff called Flex Seal. Just wanted to give it a try. Don't really care about the whole textured look thing. To me, it works. Some people hate it. They like a nice smooth look. I personally am fine with it. And as you can see here, it's just all black in this area here now, because I removed these. Are all just held in by clips. They're just shitty plastic. You get a flat screwdriver and push in these pressure tabs along the thing, along the back of the grill to remove them. And a lot of people end up painting them black, but I don't really see the point in that when you remove it and they're not in anymore. This is all just black, so might as well just not even put them back in or paint them, because to me that's a waste of time over something as useless as that. And I mean, honestly, if you didn't like it and you got it on the truck, like I said, these are held in by clips. You can put them back on the grill while the grill is on the vehicle. So I mean, obviously you need it off the vehicle to take them out, because you have to remove this piece first and foremost, as I was saying before, and then got distracted. This thing all around the edges. Once this piece is out of the way, there's these little clips. I recommend taking a flatted screwdriver, bending down the one little tab on the outer side, so that way you can push the clip outwards and then lift up on this plastic shroud piece to release it, because there's little like retainer clips on the outside that don't allow you to actually push these clips backwards. So I just pushed them all down and then pushed it with my thumb while pulling up on these shroud pieces and got them out. So that was simple enough. But yeah, got all those there now. I'll find a parts box right over there. I got a bunch of factory stuff in my Ram, like those folding out floorboard things for the back. I removed those in order to put in my subwoofers that go underneath the rear seat. It's a pretty straightforward job either way, and doesn't take a whole lot of time. I honestly, same with the front badge on this thing, don't get too aggressive with it when removing it. You do need to take you don't have to take the grill completely off. It does help more so to have it right off the vehicle, because then you can get to the clips better, so that's why I removed it initially. But you have these 4 little clips all around this thing, and you just have to push them backwards from the securing tabs, and while doing that, pushing down on them to get it off of the grill. There is one small strip, say about 1 inch or 2 long, or however, something like that, behind the badge, holding it right in the center to the grill. If you just like kind of wiggle it back and forth by pushing on these or these little tabs here while you're trying to get it out, should be okay. Just don't like really force it, kind of just like work your way back and forth until the 3M double-sided tape finally lets go. And then putting it back on is as simple as popping it back in, the clips grab, and it's all good to go. It's in there, safe and secure again. The rear one, I painted the badge on my truck as well. I left it on the truck and just masked off the area with painter's tape and garbage bags. That worked really well until the wind picked up and folded one of the garbage bags over, and I got a small bit of overspray onto the one side, but I wiped it off before it dried, so no harm, no foul there. Could have been worse. Of course, I decided to pick a windy day to paint. Other than that, that's about all I got going on here. Simple little things to improve the aesthetics of my vehicle, at least in my opinion. Some people probably like the chrome strips and the chrome badge and whatever, but that's not really the whole color scheme I'm going with on this truck. I want to do more so black and red, because I like that look better. My other truck was gray and like chrome. Everything was gray and chrome for the most part. My aftermarket 22-inch Boss rims, they do have like the aluminum alloy outer lip of the wheels are, well, obviously like that aluminum color. It's like kind of a grayish silvery kind of color. It can look chrome if you really polish it up kind of thing, but I haven't bothered to take the time to do that yet. And then there is like the chrome cap on the center of them. I'll probably get a shot of those later on or something if I haven't yet. But so far, that's all we got done. Next step, take it out to the vehicle, put it on, and then maybe show a picture of when it's on the vehicle. Alright, here's the finished product in the vehicle. The grille with the painted emblem and the removed chrome strips. To me, looks really good. Gives the truck more of an aggressive feel overall. You can see I got my LED hood light I installed, replaced the factory halogen one with. Works really good underneath the hood. I mean, I have the light on my phone too, but that doesn't, like, even if I cover it right now, it's covered. You can still see it's like really bright, so there we go. Have this AFE cold air intake stage 2 kit, I believe it is. The only problem with it being these clips are a little looser than I would like them to be. They hold, but they're just like, they're all floppy on there, which is really strange. I'm not 100% sure why it is like that. I'll have to, at some point, maybe when I have to clean this filter, I'll fiddle around with this airbox section of it, see if I can't figure out if there's a specific reason that it's like this. I mean, I tried bending these clips, I tried bending the tabs up, and kind of the same result. All it did is end up making it harder to get them on initially, if I even could when it came to bending them, but they stay now and they hold it in place. That's the main thing. I still haven't gone and got the proper 90-degree section to come off for this hosing. It's kind of got a good bend to it around, but it's not quite pinched off, so I haven't just yet, but I should sooner rather than later. And now my clips that I put in all the way around seem to have worked, including that riveted one. It grabbed right in and held it. This one too. Now my grill doesn't flop around in the corners anymore, which is awesome. I will close the hood and see how well she looks with the hood closed. if we close the hood all the way. Yeah, that looks way better now. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's nighttime. It's dark outside. But I think overall this looks really good. Gives it a nice aggressive look. These are the wheels I was talking about. The 22s. My front tread is different from my rear because two that came with the four wheels were like this, but the other two were bald. This guy did burnout on them and actually messed up. These were the two that the bald ones were on, obviously. These two wheels are actually kind of messed up. You can see right there's a little bit of a bend right there. There's a bend in the front of the one on the other side. And on the back of this one, there's a bend that causes a slow-ass leak. I'll have to get that repaired at some point in time. I took it to a shop and they made it even slower than it was. Like, the leak's like very, very barely noticeable now, but it's still there. Should get me through summer, I hope, though. But yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a bend there too. Obviously he was romping on it too hard when he was doing a burnout on these. And these ones are still pretty good. You probably can't tell in the video, but there's still actually quite a bit of tread left on there. The front ones, they're like 40-50% or so. There's the wear bar right down there. They're about, I'd say 1/8 of an inch or so below that, so maybe more like 40-30%, something around that. I don't know. Closer to that area. I'll come around here and I'll show you the back emblem that I painted on the truck. Looking pretty good. Got a little bit blotchy right there in that corner, but it's not so bad. Doesn't bother me. Main thing is that they're black now and they look good. Considered doing my exhaust tips like that too or something, but I don't know. I'd also like to make that black, the side steps on my truck, or remove them entirely, but I really like them, how they come all the way to the box here, so you can get up there and do something if you need to. But yeah, I gotta clean these up too, so these can be cleaned really well and to the point where you can make them really shine, but I haven't done that yet. Because that would idealistically be the only place I wouldn't mind having, you know, chrome style shininess, I guess, if you want to put it like that. It's the only place I don't mind it. But I don't know, I'd like if I could like box liner those or something along that line. Maybe I could use that Flex Seal stuff on those. It might work, it might not. I'm not 100% sure. That's a lot of area to cover. It's not as like minor as the badges on the front and the back. And plus that's metal. I don't know how well Flex Seal works on metal, so I don't want to just go ahead and give that a test go and have it fail miserably. I'll go around the front and take a look again. I think it looks really good. Gives the truck a very aggressive edge. Yeah, not bad at all.